What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Doug Mo Knows. Today I want to say Black Lives Matter, and what happened to George Floyd was wrong, and I think we can all agree on that. And you've even actually got me at defund the police. Defund the police, we can defund a lot of things, but anyway, Black Lives Matter and Antifa, the organisations, I do not support. They're communist at their roots. They'll admit that. Their founders, their spokespeople admit that. Just on the right of people to protest. So the way this is being covered, the mostly peaceful protesters. I stuck up for Extinction Rebellion here in Australia when people were saying, we should arrest them all and shut them down and they shouldn't be allowed to do this, because I said one day maybe you might want to protest something that, means something to you. So I didn't agree with their message, but they had a right to do it, and they also never went and looted shops or burnt down low-income housing or small businesses. So people have a right to peaceably protest. I don't know if that's actually protected in Australia, but it is in America. These people are not peaceful protesters anymore. They're Black Lives Matter and Antifa admitted that they're Marxist, communists, and they're trying to overthrow the whole system and tear it down. So it's not a peaceful protest. It's no longer got anything to do with George Floyd. Everyone agreed on that at the start, but you lose me when you go and start burning down businesses and tearing down statues and whatever else, and calling for complete overthrow of the system and a communist revolution. Just on that, so the Communist Manifesto, it's written in 1848. In it, basically lays out, you pit two groups against each other. Back then it was, like in the Russian Revolution, they used rich and poor, property owners and non-property owners. I think in the original manifesto it was two religious groups. But basically, does that sound familiar to what's happening now? They're dividing and conquering you, and the end goal is total control and concentration of power in the state. These people saying defund the police, you've got me there. You can, need police for certain things, but they do some things wrong sometimes. I don't think they should have as much power as they do, and so I agree. Defund the police. And what happened to George Floyd was wrong. Was George Floyd an angel? No. But once you're in police custody, it's their job to keep you safe until you get to a trial. That's what our justice system is about. That's what the American justice system is about. And that's like common law in the Western world. Once you're detained, doesn't matter what vile crime you're alleged to have committed, it's then their job to keep you safe in custody until you get to trial. If you support socialism because of the capitalism's evil, capitalism has its problems. Marx, Lenin, all the communist scholars, socialist heroes all say that the goal of socialism is communism, the complete removal of personal property and personal rights and the concentration of power in the state. It's the most evil fucking thing that exists in the world. It's the worst virus that has ever graced the earth. Capitalism's got its problems, but people say, we never quite got socialism right. Well, never quite got communism right, but almost communism killed hundreds of millions of people. Communist governments have, around the world, in the last 100 years, killed over 100 million of their own people. Almost right capitalism has lifted hundreds of millions of people out of poverty. Sorry. So, the goal of this, it's no longer anything about racial justice. They're openly calling for a communist revolution and total overthrow of the system. The thing that I like about what America's supposed to stand for isn't capitalism. It's personal freedom and individualism. And the right to free speech, the right to bear arms, individual rights. If you want to stand up for minority rights, the smallest minority is the individual. And that's all being torn down around us in the name of like Black Lives Matter. The way it's being covered as a joke, and it's got me really wound up. So just wanted to throw that out there. If you think I'm a pig or communism's a great idea, then fuck you. And that's all for now. Cheers.